Hey everybody, I am Jarrett Ross, the GeneaVlogger, and
It's a quick genealogy tip.
for this quick genealogy tip, I'm going to talk about sharing your research. Some people are a little hesitant about sharing their research because they are worried about privacy. And it's very understandable to have that worry, especially in this day and age. But if you really want to maximize your research potential, then you really need to share your research with others. Now, the benefits to sharing your research are pretty straightforward. It's to find other people who have similar interests where their interests are going to help your research. Cousin bait is a little bit more specific because with cousin bait, you're looking for your actual relatives. But when you're sharing your research, it goes much deeper than that. There are a lot of people out there whose interest in researching history or all sorts of studies will be able to help you in your own research. This could be anything from experts on the history of the era that you're researching or specific events that you're researching. A great example of this is in my World War I research into my second great uncle. I was able to track down a group whose specialty was the 79th Division, which was the division that my uncle served in. And they had all sorts of resources and information for me. And by getting in touch with these experts, I was able to instantly get a hold of all of this amazing material. When it comes to sharing your research, some people aren't quite sure where to begin. Now, the first step is creating a family tree that is public. You can do this on Ancestry, you can do this on MyHeritage, you can do this on Genie, you can do it on Family Search. There are a lot of places that you can put up your family tree and make it public. And one of the things that a lot of people have a problem with when it comes to this is they don't want their information to be public. They don't want the information of any of their family members, and specifically those who are alive. But one of the things that seems to be concurrent throughout all of the websites is information about anybody who's living is going to be private. At most, you'll get a last name for those private profiles. You can actually look for the privacy page for each website to get more information on their privacy filters. Now, when it comes to the public trees, there are two that are especially great when you're trying to share your tree. Those two are Genie.com and FamilySearch.org. Now, the reason why those two are especially great for sharing is because those two are the ones that have a merging ability with the trees. So if you are on there and you find someone who's researching the same family, instead of having to edit and update all of your information whenever they update theirs, on both of those sites you can merge your trees together and then create one big tree that you're both working on. Personally, I prefer Genie. Now, there are a few reasons why I prefer Genie over Family Search, and the number one thing is that Genie has been around a lot longer, and I've also been on Genie a lot longer. A lot of the problems that come along with collaborative editing have been answered through different tools that Genie has offered. They've created a volunteer curator position. There are over 200 volunteer curators, and I'm actually one of the newest ones. They have to have shown that they can do genealogical work, that they can follow the genealogy proof standard, and that they can be level-headed in controversial situations. And these curators can help solve a lot of problems that come with the collaborative editing, and number one in that is being able to lock profiles. But if you want to learn more about that, check out the video where I talk with Randy Schoenberg about Genie. Now, putting up a public tree is the best thing in terms of sharing your research, in my opinion. The next best thing is going to be blogging or vlogging about your research. There are all sorts of platforms that you can do this on. I have a couple of different blogs on blogger.com. I also have this YouTube channel where I'm putting out all of these different videos talking about all sorts of things that relate to my research. Another great place to share your research is social media. The number one social site for genealogy is Facebook, hands down, no question. For one, you can connect with any relatives quite easily on Facebook. You also have Facebook groups where you can start adding in a lot of different people. So you have all sorts of options when it comes to Facebook. Some other places that might help you are Instagram and Twitter. They aren't as helpful when it comes to genealogy, but you can connect with a lot of different people. If you have something going on, you can usually put some sort of hashtag that connects to what you're trying to find out, and you may get somebody who does have a similar interest. Another way to share your research is through online forums. I personally really enjoy Reddit. I'm on the Reddit genealogy subreddit all the time. Then there are all other sorts of places where there are forums or places where you can put a comment. And the last place I'm going to talk about as some more where you can share your information is creating your own website. This one is a little bit harder than some of the others. It kind of goes along with doing a blog, but going a step further. There are some places where you can build websites for free. There are some places where you can pay a small fee and get help building your website. But the number one thing is making sure that you have your search engine optimization, which is often called SEO. You need to have that maximized as best possible. So if you're going to do a website, I'd highly suggest researching about SEO. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give it the thumbs up. You can also click right about here if you'd like to subscribe. Please be sure to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at GeneaVlogger. I'm the GeneaVlogger. I'm out.